Edit, too long. Didn't read. Gummy bears are taking over the world. Run now while you have a chance. Many years ago, I had a friend, Mike, that met a stupidly pretty girl. In a couple months she moved in with him. They became a couple, and he paid for her collage, studying to be a vet tech. We didn't know at the time she was living with someone else when she met Mike, and Monkey branched over to him. Young and stupid. Mike had a good job, regular hours, as easygoing a guy as you can possibly imagine. No drugs, light social drinking, didn't smoke, just no bad habits. Something about her set me on the back foot, nothing I could put my finger on at the time, but just a little too friendly/flirty. With her personality and looks she got away with it. I know that red flag now. Nearly 2 years into this relationship, an electrical transformer failed at Mike's workplace, was going to take 3 days to fix, so the company sent everybody home for that time. About 10:30 a.m. Mike took his pickup truck to the city waste disposal and got a big load of mulch for the backyard/shrub beds and went in the home through the alley, backed up to the house, went in through the garage door. He never saw the driveway out front. Mike goes in through the garage to get tools, hears something and goes through the kitchen to the living room to find his girlfriend and her platonic friend, both in their underwear, the house smelling like sex. She's sitting on his lap drinking Mike's beer. She's supposed to be at school. The school he's paying for. Mike stays behind the corner and listens. She is telling the guy what a wimp my friend Mike is, how his manhood is the size of a gummy bear, how she can't believe how stupid Mike is that he hasn't figured this out in almost a year, etc. Mike goes back out, does the job at hand, takes care of the mulch, then sits in a patio chair. Eventually she notices his truck in the backyard and goes looking. He won't look at her, speak to her, won't respond at all. She calls his brother, who tells her to call an ambulance since Mike's brother thinks he's had a stroke or something. She thinks Mike is catatonic, he just doesn't want to deal with her. The police arrive with EMS, the officer is a longtime friend, from grade school on. Mike turns the ambulance away, and the police officer calls his closest friends, including me, when Mike tells him what happened and he doesn't want to look at or talk to her. Mike won't say a word to her, or when she's around, won't look in her direction. Probably shock/anger/rejection, which kind of freaked the officer out and I can't blame him. He eventually talks to us. The cat is out of the bag. The officer, being smarter than us on this stuff, has a plan, checks her ID for address for his report. She's never changed her address to his. He owns the home, the vehicle she's driving, not on the mortgage or paying rent. So she gets a no trespassing order, sent away under threat of arrest if she insists. Probably not entirely legal, but she bought it. She leaves. We lock up her car in the garage, remove the battery since she has keys, and change the door locks that evening. Her stuff, every scrap, gets boxed up and dumped off at her platonic friend from school apartment. If this were the end of it, no revenge. She knew how to open the glass slider door. He comes home after about 3 weeks of ignoring her to find the house trashed. She threw something sticky on the car, threw flour on that, squirted chocolate sauce from the fridge all over the interior, utterly trashed the house, with the kitchen being the worst. Couldn't prove it was her. But she got a visit from police anyway. She tried to get the phone number from the married police officer friend but never admitted anything. Now it's revenge time. I was an outpatient going to the VA, in that town twice a week for physical therapy, the only one of the bunch that didn't have a daytime job. The platonic friend she moved in with kept getting wet/sticky gummy bears stuck to his doors, windows, to his floor in front of his apartment, all over his vehicle, and it kept happening. I don't know if he got evicted or got tired/spooked about it, but he moved and didn't take her along with him. Eventually she moved in with some of her high school friends going to college in a city about 50 miles away. She wasn't in college anymore since the money got cut off. But they got gummy bears once a week since I had to go to the VA hospital in that city once a week by that time. She wound up doing stripping to pay her share. Some of the college girls did, not totally uncommon. Gummy bears sent to her at the strip joint to her stripper name. The creepy, evil-faced kind with fangs and crap. The girls graduated, moved in 2 years after Mike. She was on her own. Got knocked up by a street artist that fled back to wherever when she told him. She delivered twins with no idea where the guy was. She was a twin, one of 8 siblings. Important later, she had triplet brothers. Her mother was a twin. That was actually a running joke when she was with Mike. We told him that with fertile myrtle he needed condoms made by Mack trucks, the same rubber thickness as a truck tire inner tube. The gummy bears continued. She got her body part way back after the pregnancy, not like before, but strippers come in all shapes and sizes. Went back to stripping and collected welfare on the kids. But the gummy bears kept coming. People in welfare housing will do anything for a few bucks. She met a guy from several states away, ran away with him, got knocked up again. The guy disappeared again, triplets this time. We found out later when Say comes back she had 7 frigging kids in those years. At least the gummy bears stopped since no one here knew where she was, not even her family. So skip forward about 25 years of no contact. The kids aged out of the welfare system. She moved back to the area and in with her mom. Seems welfare for the kids and stripping doesn't have the best retirement plan. She had the gall, the self-entitled ego, to friend every one of Mike's friends on social media. We were supposed to rug sweep the entire affair and accept her again. Nope. I'm sure in her self-absorbed, narcissistic mind she didn't cheat, she didn't crush Mike, she didn't trash his house. But every action has an opposite and equal reaction. It's the way of the universe. She got a lot of pictures of gummy bears, but no one was going to friend her. Not taking go away as an answer, she had the gall to stalk social media and show up where we had group events in public places. The gummy bear deliveries started again. Action and reaction. My friend Mike died of cancer just over a year ago. She had the gall to show up at the funeral home. She met a wall of meat, his friends, that told her exactly where to go. He had a good woman that stuck with him through thick and thin, and the two didn't meet. After she showed up at the funeral, in less than a week, someone, poorly, stenciled gummy bears on the 20-year-old piece of junk she was driving with spray paint, all the way down the side and across the back while she was at her fast food job. The bears were pornographic, not cute and cuddly. Action and reaction. Jump forward a year, she decides to show up to dinner/drinks, partly a tribute to Mike being gone a year. Recently she got a 10-pound size see-through gummy bear with a dildo inside. Action and reaction. The dildo says platonic friend down the side. The gummy bear is made of virtually indestructible resin. You can find the molds online. Yes, Dorothy, revenge can come past the grave. Mike's friends are semi-retired or retired, and we have a lot of time on our hands. Don't screw with lifelong friends. Edit postscript. Only an idiot compares random gummy bears to murder, genocide, abuse, etc. Save the woke TikTok BS for someone that buys that nonsense play for some kind of non-existent internet points. Get over yourselves already.